All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Tim Jones, the voice of Jacksonville Pool, coming back to you live from Montreal here for the CPA Montreal Invitational, or in French here, it is the Invitation Montreal. There we go. Guys, we are starting off with a Masters format over here, so in case you guys did not hear earlier today, we have 8-ball, we have 9-ball, we have Masters, we have ladies, we have a second chance tournament, and in case that wasn't enough, there's also a doubles matchup fixed to be happening. I think they said at 5:30 down towards the mini-mania room, if I heard correctly. I don't want to tell you guys wrong on that. Thinking max skill level 10. And on top of all that, there will be a second chance tournament as well. So plenty of options and opportunities here, guys. We are joining in this match just starting. So Masters format here. For those that do not know how Masters format works here, the teams will lag. The winner lag gets to determine whether or not they get to break, or they get to determine the game format. They are going to play both 9-ball and 8-ball. First person to 7 points wins overall here. And this is Mr. Colin here for Team The Problem versus Mr. Emmanuel here for Team La Machine. And guys, I got to get this shared out on my end, so please bear with me for just a moment here.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Kelly, welcome back.
I was just sharing before I sat down and you know, stuttered through my share efforts there. I'm excited to watch a Masters match this round.
Me too, absolutely.
And especially an all Montreal Masters match.
Yeah, so both of these teams are Canadian teams representing here. We got to find out, though, because Kelly asked the question, since we have La Machine and we had La Familia here just a little while ago, if they are related or maybe share players on like a Tuesday night division or something along those lines.
Is that just random coincidence?
I find it hard to, I don't know, I don't believe in coincidences, so I find it hard to believe here. But yeah, Team The Problem here is actually from Whippy, Ontario. And Team La Machine is representing here locally on their own soil here in Montreal.
Look at you doing your homework there.
I did my homework this time. Yeah, I was like, it was so funny doing the first stream. I was like, I even texted my wife. She's like, how you holding up? I was like, I'm excited. I'm overly excited. I need to take a breath. Do this streaming thing, you know? So, but very, very excited to see this matchup over here going on. I'm so stoked to see Masters. I love Masters Division. I love the opportunity that it allows for all of these higher-ups to really just showcase their game. And what's nice is whether you're a max 7-7 or you're a 7-9, you play on the same level.
Exactly.
And guys, y'all are going to have to forgive me. Somebody in chat said it earlier. I think it might have been Miguel, but he said to eventually be the best, you got to beat the best. And this gives you that format and that opportunity. So if your APA or CPA leagues offer a Masters division, I wholeheartedly want to be one that very much so encourages you to take advantage of this. It is a great, great time. Teams of 4. You don't have to have, it isn't like you got to have a lot of players. It's not teams of 8 at max. So you don't have to have a lot of things going on there. And usually, and I don't want to misspeak in case it's something different in your area, but usually it's once a month meetup. Is the way it normally works in most cases that I've seen.
Well, it'll vary on the frequency a lot.
Yeah.
What you're going to see more is variation in the timing that they run it. Are they running it as a yearly format? Or are they running it so? But a lot of league areas are doing the yearly format. Some of them do it on a weekly basis. So there's definitely a wide variety of Masters out there. But
I love it.
And for this particular tournament, these teams are not required to be in a division, in a Masters division. So these teams could be created with any players from the area that formed a team specifically for this event.
So they didn't have the 4-player
No,
rule
there was not a rule like that. No, they had to have minimum matches played in the last 2 years just to be an active member of APA or CPA in their league area. But other than that, there was no roster requirements.
Now, Kelly, I do know some of it here, but just to be on the safe side here and check here, what are some of the rules differences between a Masters division versus, say, a regular 8-ball or 9-ball team?
Ooh, differences.
Yeah,
That's a big question. Let's just talk about what Masters is. So who are we watching here? Is this Colin or Emmanuel?
No, this is Manuel here shooting for the win here for rack number 2, and he gets it.
Okay, so go ahead, and while you're updating that, then we need to update Emmanuel gets 2, but his team, La Machine, is also going to get 2 points.
That is true, yes.
So keeping up with the overall team score is going to be a little bit tricky for us guys on Masters because every rack 1 is a point for the team. So that second table that you see in the background there is also a match between the Problem and La Machine. I'm sorry, I'm not French even a little bit. I'm sure I'm botching that. But so every rack that's won over here on this table as well is counting as a point for the team. So we'll do our best to update it here and there on what that overall score is, but we will probably be off once in a while on the team score here. But Colin and Emmanuel, let's go back to their table. They are playing
9-ball.
9-ball right now.
Yes.
Yes, 9-ball. So they're going to play 8 racks of 9-ball, assuming that someone does not win 7-0.
Yep.
Or
'Cause if they do,
7-1.
it's over.
Right. They'll play 9-ball, and then after that, they'll switch over to 8-ball, and they'll play a maximum of 5 racks of 8-ball. Every rack 1 is a point for the team, and it's a race to 7
There we go.
to win.
And that makes sense because if you go hill, you'll be 6-6. That's 12 racks done. So the 13th rack finalized it. So that works. Ooh, unfortunate scratch on the break there.
Scratch on the break in 9-ball is ball in hand anywhere on the table. So the actual game rules of 8-ball and 9-ball are where the Masters format shares the CPA and APA format.
There we go.
But the points to win, the race, all of that is a little bit different than our standard format leagues.
Now, what about jump shots for Masters here? They're allowed to do that. Are they allowed to do that in this tournament setting as well? Because it's normal Masters, right?
They are allowed to jump in Masters. You can also jump in regular league. The only difference is that in Masters, you're allowed to actually use a specialty cue. You can use a jump cue designed for jumping. Where in regular league, if you're jumping, if your host location allows it, APA and CPA do allow it in the rule book, but you must use a full-length regular shooting cue. So that's the primary difference there.
There we go. Guys, the other rules remain the same here, so I love that. It's very easy to keep up with. The other thing, too, for those that haven't seen the score sheet, I mean, you literally have a section for 9-ball, 8-ball. You have who won overall, who lost, the overall score. Very short and simple. You don't have to keep up with innings or any of that stuff. What about timeouts here for Masters? What's the ruling around timeouts?
These guys don't need it.
They don't need no stinking timeouts.
Let me
That's
correct
right.
myself. These guys and gals don't need it.
That is so true. No, they do not. They don't get any timeouts. They don't need it. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right.
No, but they're also not allowed. So even if they did need it or want it, they can't have it.
Very true.
By the way, I'm being facetious. If your skill level 9 looks like he's about to do something dumb, you should call a timeout.
Right. Don't go getting crazy there on regular league play now. I got to give both these gentlemen props, too. I really feel like there's a huge sense of excitement here between them. I was just talking with the teams briefly about the stream and everything going on. But also as well, like, look at how they're shooting. Look at the pocket speed and stuff. I mean, this has been they've only been on these tables for a minute, and they're already getting down with the speed and how the table's flowing with them as well. I'm very impressed by the super quick adjustment that these gentlemen have already clearly made right off the bat.
Well, Emmanuel is certainly coming out strong here in the first 3 racks on table 1. Table 2 is what we're looking at right now. I think I'll go to check on that score since we're updating the team score anyways. I'll go find out what's going on that table 2 for us.
I appreciate Kelly. Thank you for that. While Kelly's waiting to update that for us here, we'll keep on with this table. As soon as they're ready to break in, we'll switch back to table 1. And again, you saw Colin doing the right just saying go against Emmanuel there. Emmanuel being the team captain for team The Problem. And team captain actually I'm sorry, forgive me, Emmanuel is team captain for La Machine. Getting this backwards here. And then Brian is actually the team captain for The Problem here. Nice little spread right there. That's the 2-ball, by the look of it here, sitting closest to the cue. Almost center of the table. 1 sitting there towards the top right-hand corner. 3 towards the top half here. 7 sitting along the right-hand short rail. 8 towards the bottom side pocket. Renaud's in orange. Okay, got it.
And it is 1-1.
Oh, Brian's against Renaud?
Yes.
Oh, wow. And you said it's 1-1 here. I will go ahead and update that.
Yes. Brian and Renaud are the two players that are playing on the other table. The gentleman in the black shirt you see at the table there now, that is Brian. The orange shirt that you'll see come back to the table here in a minute, that is Renaud. And they are currently 1-1. So the team score for the Problem and La Machine currently reflects the 1-1 on that table and the 3-0 here.
I don't remember if I asked, what is the, you know how in like 8-ball, first team to 8, 7 with the tiebreaker, what's the rule for Masters for that one? Is there a rule for Masters on that one?
Oh, I would have to go look it up.
Okay.
I will find that answer for us because I don't recall what the tiebreaker is. But I will find it for us.
Yeah, we'll find out those points here. We'll try to keep up as best as I can with the scores. I do find it very interesting, though, that both sets of teams have thrown their captains, though, which is very awesome to see. That we have both teams being represented on two separate tables and both captains, not against each other, separate, but both being represented right away as well. I really like that setup. I like how that worked out.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice, too. There's a couple tables that are not being used just this moment because I know the 6 o'clock round's about to be kicking off here soon, which means these things are going to get flooded here. But for this first little bit of this Masters here, they kind of got a little bit of a quiet corner, if you would, here to an extent.
Yeah, they were on. They were going to be kind of in the middle of the room, which might have caused some more traffic for them as the 6 o'clock round gets started off. But I'm glad that we grabbed them before they started.
Me too.
So that we could have a stream match of a Masters match.
I was so stoked as soon as you texted me, even though I just ended stream just a second before that. I was like, I don't care.
Oh well, we'll turn it back on.
Yeah, I was like, I'm so down. What a nice little defense. That may be a window in between that 6 and 4 ball there. Just in case, guys, you can't see at home. Starting from left to right towards that bottom side pocket here, it goes 8, 2, 6, 4, and 7. And that's the cue ball towards the very bottom right-hand corner there, right on the first diamond long rail. He may have a little bit of window. It's hard for me to really tell from here. If he doesn't, he definitely has a window past that 3 by the luck of it, but this is very, very tough.
I am still looking for the answer. I apologize. Hey, Mike is in here on YouTube.
Let's go.
Hey, Mike.
Our very, very own one of 2 Jacksonville APA League operators. We got Kelly in here for the 2 of 2 here.
He probably knows the answer to this faster than I can find
Oh,
it.
yeah, Mike.
There we go. Nope, I just got
she
it.
got it.
If either of the 2 matches, this is the general Masters playoff match rules regarding a tie.
Okay.
So I would imagine they are the rules that are being adopted here, but I will double check on that as well.
Heard.
But in the official team manual, the rule for ties in Masters playoff matches is after 2 matches, the team match is tied and neither team can field it. Oh, that's not relevant. Hang on. Just kidding.
I was about to say, I think they can definitely field. By the way, guys, while we're waiting on that to be locked up over here, this is Manuel again up 3-0 against Colin with ball in hand here. And he's just really trying to figure out this play. You see where the 2 ball is, close to that bottom side pocket, but the 8 is definitely a problem. It looks like there may be room for it to go past the 6, but he's got to get a little bit in that window. That 8's playing pretty big blocker. And if he can't get past that window, he may go defensive here again.
So we're going to have to go ask the tournament
knockout.
team
Okay.
what tie-breaking procedure they are using. Probably whoever won the first match. Or, no, it would be 2 out of 3.
It'd be best 2 out of 3, but what's the overall points they got to get to? Like if one team reaches like 15 points or something like that. Like
there's no magic number here.
Oh, okay.
Because every rack
because
is a
every
point.
rack is a point.
So the situation
My
varies.
bad.
So
I
you
knew there
can
was something
win
about it.
with far fewer points than what you might think sometimes.
Heard. I just remember there was something about it. I was like, I just honestly, like, I'm brain farting over here with Masters. Man, what a nice little breakout using the cue ball there. They throw a dart and closest to the bull. Mike on the YouTube side got the jokes going, brother. I appreciate you, sir. Hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day with the family, by the way. Thank you for tuning in and being here and supporting. Guys, also, I have not linked it for you. I didn't want to flood chat earlier, but just in case, here are all the links that you'll need between the CompuSport Jacksonville APA page, Jacksonville Facebook page here for both YouTube and Facebook. Keep in mind, if for some reason that CompuSport link isn't working at any point in time, you can literally search Montreal Invitational right there within CompuSport. If you have the app on your phone, you can pull it up. That way you can support your favorite teams, see what time they play next, and go with that from there.
Thank
Yes, no problem here.
Thanks for sharing those links, and I don't want to confuse anybody. Those are the Jacksonville APA links, but we are here providing the stream service this weekend. The CPA Montreal Invitational team is the ones responsible for coordinating this event, and they've done a fantastic job making those arrangements. Are you looking like their names are going to be on there?
No. This is what I was trying to get to.
Oh yes, the CPA Montreal Invitational does have a Facebook page that you can jump over there and check out the links to their website and what's going on over here as well.
There it is. I was about to say, this is their core page. There we go.
There we
Sorry,
go.
I need to add this to my list here. Guys, please do go show them the love and support. They follow their Facebook page.
Oh, is he going to get it?
Oh, I thought there was a little freebie coming in there.
Man, he did luck out a little bit on the leave there.
I don't know if Top's going to save Emmanuel on this one here. Normally in this instance, if that 4 was a little bit further over, you might have the top as well.
Yeah, Tim's going to connect the other camera for us. We do have a second angle for you on this table. If you were here on the last live stream, we didn't have the second angle ready, but the camera's charged, ready to go. We've got a second angle worked out for you, so we're going to get that connected so we can get a better look at some of these shots. I think he's playing the safe here. Yes, wow. Oh, and made the ball. I'm not sure he meant to do that, judging by his body language around the table. I don't know. Somebody that knows the game a little bit better than me can probably speak to it, but I think he actually meant to just hide it. But since the 4 went, now we have a 6 ball to deal with. But looks like he'll be able to do a simple 1-rail kick here and at least make contact with the ball. Yeah, unfortunate right there. Tried to get out of that with a safety and instead ended up having to play it on his own and with a leave that he did not plan to have. So Colin up at the table, looking to pick up a rack here, down 3-0. Excited to have some momentum, shot there on the 6, and this should give him what he needs for the 9. Ooh, played that harder than I anticipated for sure, but when you can go 3 rails and get perfect shape, why wouldn't you? That's absolutely the direction you should go. This is when it's real fun to be a skill level 5 commentating for a Masters match. It's like, oh, well, yeah, of course you should do it that way. Because you are able to do it that way.
Hold on, what did I miss?
I mean, just, complicated setup versus simple setup, and turns out